Hey guys, how are we going today? Hope we're all having a lovely day. I'm back for the next video regarding my no-buy. And today I will be going over the motivations behind why I'm doing a no-buy and my plan. So things that I intend to do besides shopping, which I really wanted to sit down and film this one today, because even the last couple of days, we're only a week and a half, 2 weeks into January, and I'm getting the urge. I'm like, I just want to shop. I just want to spend. I've already done some online shopping, but it is for one of my hobbies, which is not associated to my no-buy. And even then, that feeling of just, oh, would it hurt? Oh, would it make that much of a difference? Oh, we're only 2 weeks in, we've got the rest of the year. I need to do this. I need to sit down. I need to film this video. I need to talk about my motivations, to put them out there in the universe so that it's not just me doing this alone, that other people know, like, I have clear reasons for wanting to do this. I have already been over why I'm on a no-buy and what my thinking points were, and why I felt the need to do a no-buy. But these motivations are a bit different to that, and I will actually have a couple of other videos, or maybe one, maybe two other videos coming up about my motivations and what I'm basically going to use to keep myself motivated throughout the no-buy. And it's so hard because they're all so similar, but they're all so varied. So my first video my second video, the first one was the intro, hey, I'm doing a no-buy. The second one was why I decided to do a no-buy. This one is more of a why I even feel that this is relative to the makeup that I have, and the others will just be things to keep me motivated, which I had to write a lot of those down because I knew that this was going to be a big issue this year, and I wanted to be able to refer back to my little book here and say, look, you've got so many things written down here. You need to look through this. You need to think about it and realize that spending and breaking the no-buy and going and buying this would be a mistake. So my motivations and my plan. So when I was sitting down and planning all of this, I was watching some videos. Once again, shout out to Hannah Louise Poston. This series wouldn't have happened, and this project of mine would not have happened without her, not necessarily inspiration, but without her influence. I don't think I would have had the guts to do this again. So it got me thinking, what is my true passion? Am I passionate about using makeup, or am I passionate about buying makeup? Now, the buying of makeup, it gives you that rush, that feeling of, oh my God, there's this lipstick that I love and I'm wearing it today. It's fabulous. It's not going to be like any other red that I've owned before. It is. It's from a brand that I absolutely love. I love the formula of it. When I look at it, I need it. When I see the pictures of people wearing it online, I think it looks amazing, and it does. But I don't think I've ever worn a red lipstick like that before. I have. I already have one in my drawer that is almost the exact same color. It's the same color. It's a different finish. It's by the same brand. And this lipstick was a big one for me in this last year and the year before when it was originally released. it was re-released last year by one of my favorite brands. They released a whole collection and then it sold out so quick. They released it a second time with a second sister collection. I think you can figure out which brand it is and which collection it might be. The only thing you might be having difficulty with is placing the exact lipstick. It's a collab. The one that I already have that is 99% similar, only different in finish, is also a collab from this same brand, but with a different collaborative brand. And it got me thinking, like, I lusted for this other lipstick when I originally brought it, and I rarely ever wore it. But when this one came up, I had to have it. Like, out of the 3 lipsticks that were available, this one was just my color, and it would be my confidence shade and my kick-ass shade, and would make me feel like a badass. And it arrived, and this is the second time I've worn it. I do love it. I do really love it. But it got me thinking, did I really need it? And no, I didn't. I did enjoy the shopping experience and trying to get it, because it was one of those, will it sell out again things. It was a whole experience, and when it finally arrived, I was so excited, and the other things that arrived with it, and it was just such a big thing. Yes, I finally got it. Yes, it's arrived. I can put it on and it's going to make me feel amazing. And I can tell everyone that, yes, I did it. I got it. I managed to get my hands on it. And it's wonderful. I'm not doing anything this afternoon. I'm sitting at home in my bedroom in the hot ass weather, filming a video for YouTube about why I should stop spending my money on makeup. And this is the second time I've worn this lipstick that I absolutely had to have. And it made me realize that for me, it's the thrill of the purchasing of the item, of the scrolling through the website and picking through the delicious images that I'm seeing, and knowing that it's going to be mine, it's going to arrive, and it's going to feel like a present to myself, and it's just going to be magical. And on that day, I'm going to sit down and I will swatch through everything, and I'm going to be so sparkly, and I can take pictures and send them to the people that I know that they would love the same things, and that they're into makeup as well, so they're going to get where I'm coming from. But I'm sitting here at home alone by myself, filming this video for YouTube, and when I stop recording, I'm probably going to wipe it off, because it's just going to get everywhere. It's going to get on my teeth. I'm probably going to go eat dinner soon, and I'm gonna have it all over my face probably, because I don't think it's gonna mush well with any food or greasiness. Don't know how it holds up with water yet. I haven't had a drink to test it out. But do I really like the buying of makeup? Yes. It is a rush. It is a thrill. And it gives you that wonderful feeling when the parcels arrive, or when you get home from the shops and you can swatch everything and dig into everything, and the first few times that you wear it, it's wonderful. But after that, at the end of the day, it's just a lipstick, it's just an eyeshadow palette. And what other lipsticks do I keep choosing every time I wear my makeup? Not this one, because it's a little bit too difficult, and it's my special occasion one, and I haven't had any special occasions come up. And when I pull out the eyeshadow palettes, do I pick them for my everyday looks, or do I pick something that's a lot more neutral and easy to wear? And it made me realize that my true passion, I mean, yes, I love buying makeup, but it's not my true passion. My true passion is wearing makeup. It's sitting down and putting the makeup on. I mean, the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today is 4 random colors that I pulled out of a Chi palette that, you know, I bought this gorgeous cool neutrals palette, Cool Vibes I think it was called, that most of the colors were just gray or dusty or dark or whatever, and you know, these were the only 4 that I wanted to keep, and I do still love them and I do still use them, and it's more of my everyday kind of vibe. And I would rather have a dozen neutral palettes and 2 or 3 palettes that have, you know, those pops of colors for the special occasions. But everything that I'm seeing online now is very similar to what I already have, and that's where I really had to sit down and think. Yes, I am passionate about using makeup, and yes, I love the feeling of buying makeup, but if I continue with this cycle of buying the new and buying the things that are beautiful and sparkly and delicious and enticing, I can't get through what I already have. And the fact that it's always on these things that it's the special occasion makeup that I continue to buy that I never use. So what I need to do is I need to stop buying makeup so that I can use the makeup that I already have. If I had been into red lipsticks more often, I mean, I already have 2 that are similar to this. One that's, you know, that 99% the same. If I had used those more often and more regularly, I probably would have recognized it as soon as I saw the swatches, as soon as I saw the pictures. I'd be like, oh, that is so similar to that other one that I bought 3 years ago that I never use. And with the new eyeshadows that I've bought, I sat down and I swatched a whole bunch of them, and I was like, oh, this is really similar to that Colourpop palette I've had for 2 or 3 years. So another big motivation was that I do need to stop buying makeup and stop having the new always come through all the time, so that I can get through what I already have and what I already love, and discover some new ways to actually use the products that I already have. Try a different look, try them on in a different order, mix colors that I never would have done before. You know, that's what I want. I want that passion of that using it and that trying new looks and having people go, oh my God, I love what you've done today. That's what I want. Not that, oh my God, what are you wearing? And it's, oh, it's one I've just bought. You'll love it. I want oh, it's this one I've had for ages. It's, you know, I just tried something new. So those are my motivations. Wow, 13 minutes already. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to jump through this next part, you know, really quickly. My plan for this year is to make clear and thorough rules. I've done this, and I'm pretty sure, did I go over that in my last video? Yes, I did. Refer to my last video if you would like to know my no-buy rules. Try not to panic buy. And this was something that I found last year I did. I'm pretty sure that I started using a new shampoo that I really, really liked and was working really well for my hair. And when I was on the website, it was constantly out of stock. So whenever I went into store, I was stocking up on it. Was it last year or the year before? It was one or the other, I can't remember. But I do have that habit. If I can't find something that I'm looking for, the next time I do find it, I try and buy 2 or 3 of them. Now there's one product that I know of, it's not for me, it's for my daughter for her hair, that it is ridiculously hard to get hold of. I nearly bought 3 on their website a while ago, but thought, no, I'm trying to spend less, I'll put it off, I'll wait until I go in store, and when I go in store I could only get 1. It's something I use in her hair every week, a couple of times a week, and we do go through it fairly often. Like, we'll go through a bottle of it a month. So that kind of item, I don't count in my inventory either because it's hers, not mine. But if I was going to do the same thing for myself, there's no need for me to stockpile things like that. My next plan is to find a community of those who are doing a no-buy. So I want to know if there's anyone else that you know of who is doing a no-buy this year, shout them out down below. Like, I want to know. I want to find the people who are going to support me through this the way that I need to be supported right now. And also, like, to feel like I'm not in this boat by myself, that it's not just me, that I'm doing this with a bunch of friends, that, you know, we're all getting together, we're all helping to break the cycle of, you know, want, lust, buy, want, lust, buy, want, lust, buy. Like, I need to find people who, like, when I say I'm feeling this at the moment, this is what I'm going through, they're going, oh my God, same here. I am in the exact same position. I know exactly how you're feeling. Like, you've ripped a page out of my diary, and that's me all over. Like, I need to know I'm not the only one. I need to know what other hints and tips people have, because I've tried to do this before and I gave myself an out and I was weak and I took it, and I don't want that. I don't want to fail. I want to succeed this year. That's my whole plan. I'm going to set myself up for success. The next part of my plan is to unsubscribe from emails, Instagram, and YouTube if I feel like I am constantly being sold to. Now, I have a clothing company that I constantly buy from, to the point where I look at everything in my wardrobe that is from this company and I'm like, holy crap, do I even shop anywhere else? And they send me an email every day, and it's one of those, you know, oh, if your name's on the email, you'll win this voucher. And I've been subscribed for like 2 years. I've never seen my name come up. I've never seen anything even close to my name come up. But I've seen the name Emily pop up like 6 times. So I do like to keep, you know, up to date with what they do have, because they do have some really nice stuff, and they do have nice kids' clothes as well. And they're really fucking comfy. I don't think I will buy anything from them this year because of how much I already have in the wardrobe. And, you know, one of the rules is I can't buy anything unless it needs replacing. And, you know, with all of the things of theirs that I have, I've got multiples of them anyway. But if I happen to have my name come up on one of those emails, I wouldn't say no to a $50 voucher. And I would probably get something that I need as a replacement anyway. Or something for my daughter. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see if that ever comes up. But there are other YouTube channels that I follow that it's constantly, this is a, you know, paid promotional video. And oh my God, look at all of this, you know, these fabulous new products, full face new products, testing out this brand, testing out these products, you know, new products. Like, all the sponsorship videos as well. Like, if you're one of the creators out there that is sponsored, you're doing an amazing job. The fact that you have companies that want to sponsor you and brands that want to sponsor you and work with you, that's fantastic. I would probably be in the same position if I was you as well, that I would take those deals, you know, make that money. You're doing a great job. You're obviously doing the right thing for your channel. But I don't want to feel like I am just a consumer with the social media that I view. And there's not a lot of these that I follow. Majority of people that I follow for Instagram and YouTube, they have that feeling of making me feel like a friend, making me feel like I'm part of their family, that, you know, come on, come sit down on the lounge, have a cup of tea with me. You know, we'll sit down and we'll chat about all this great stuff that I found, and these great looks that I've been finding. And, you know, once you've made your way through all of these things, this might be something that you want to try. You know, it might work for you. I don't want to feel like a hi, I work for so-and-so and in collaboration with so-and-so. Here is this product. It is this much. It has this ingredients in it. It is going to work for this, and this skin types. You know, that's not what I want. And like Instagram is the same sometimes. It's just bombardment with new, all for the same company. I'm like, I'm all for companies releasing products, but does it have to be every week or two forever? And there are already a few that I have already unsubscribed from, and there are already a few of those that I love, and they do bombard you with new products, but I'll never unsubscribe from them because I know that most of the time I like probably 10% of what they release, and I'm happy with that. Oh, I am happy with that. It's the ones where it's the miracle product every single time they release it. How many miracles are you guys actually having? What's your secret? I could use a miracle over here. You know, just, can I borrow one of your miracles? So I will be unsubscribing, and before Christmas I did unsubscribe to a lot of emails that I was receiving. It's basically the only ones that I'm keeping are the ones that I want to keep up to date with, and the ones I'm actually interested in. Someone's going to try and sell me a $200 primer. I don't want to know about it. I'm never going to buy that. But you know, if Colourpop wants to release a foundation that is, I'm not saying that they're going to release a new foundation. I've already got a couple of their foundations and I fucking love them. But, you know, if they want to release a foundation that's absolutely going to knock my socks off, I want to know about that, because it's probably still going to be available by the time my no-buy ends. Or, you know, if they're going to release some new Super Shock shadows, which they already have, and one of them I have wanted for so long, I will probably get it when my no-buy ends as well. That's the kind of shit I want to know about. Okay, the next part of my plan is to be hard on myself, but also don't be hard on myself. Thank you, Hannah. I have set myself some rules. I have been very hard on myself, but I've also been very lenient with myself with how I have worded my motivational guides and points and whatever you want to call them. I want to know that I am setting myself up once again for success, not failure. That I have set myself some really important goals for this year, which I'm actually going to film a goals video a little bit later on as well. But I've also set myself up some important goals within my no-buy project in terms of my rules that I have, because I know that they're the areas that, if there's any leeway at all, that I will take the out. I'll take the easy way. I'll find the loophole. You know, just by doing something one way or wording it one way. You know, I have been hard on myself on the areas where I know that it would most likely lead me to break the no-buy. But I've also set myself some loopholes within the loopholes for those rules that will help me with my goals for what I want for this year. So one of my goals is to work more on not necessarily redecorating my house, but redecorating my house. Like, I've got a few things that I want to do and a few things in my yard that I want to do. One of those is gardening, but I have set it up as a rule within my no-buy that, you know, I'm not allowed makeup, hair care, skincare, blah, 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 unless they're replacements. You know, nothing to do with one of my craft things that I like to do, and no indoor plants. But I have set that way so that, yes, I can work on my outdoor garden, and because there are some plants that I want to get from my outdoor yard to make it like a whole jungle thing. So I have set myself those hard rules for where I know my trouble areas are. Now, I barely work in my yard, but I adore my indoor plants, and I would have a million of them if I could. I was going to say 100, but I think I already have 100 indoor plants. So, you know, I need to be realistic on the fact that my indoor plants is where I struggle, but I've set myself up so that I still have that option, that when I decide to do more gardening and when I decide to work on the outdoor gardens of my house, that I can do that, that I don't feel the need to just walk away from all the gorgeous plants that I love and want. And the next big part of my plan is to think of success, not failure. So my plan this year is to succeed. I'm not planning to fail this project. If I slip in an area or two, I'm not going to write it off as a complete failure and just let rip and let loose and just throw it out the window. That I've got my motivational helpers written down here in my book to help me succeed, and that's part of the reason why I've written them down as positive, motivational positive, but I didn't want to write negative. So I've written it here on the next page. I've put difficult, not negative. So these are the things that I will probably find difficult this year. I don't want to think of them as things that will negatively motivate me, but more of a motivational key around the areas that I feel will be difficult with this project. I sound so grown up there. So I plan to succeed with this project. My goals are set up to help me succeed, not to prevent failure. And that's my plan so far. I do have a few items listed that I've got here to help me as well when I need help with my little plan. And it's things such as, basically things to do besides shopping. One is, and I think it was Hannah mentioned it as well, yay, lots of shout outs for Hannah today. Go to the library. It's like book shopping, but it's free. And I think that is a fantastic way to look at that. I love going into bookshops. I'm a big reader. I will happily sit and look on book retailer websites for hours. But getting me in a bookshop, like I could be in there for an hour and a half and would never even know if someone walked past me. So it has been so long since I've been to the library that it's on my list. I also got a few box sets of books over the last year and a half that I haven't gotten through them all yet. So that's on my plan for this year, is to read. It's also one of my goals for this year as well. Another one is paint. I love to paint. I have a couple of paint by numbers that I've had for over a year now, and it's on my goal one of my goals this year to get all 3 of them done. Given that the first one took me 3 months to do and the next one that I have already done took me 9 months to do, I think I will need to be getting into that very quickly to get started. I love to cook as well, so that's on my list of things to do besides shopping. When I, got nothing else to do on a weekend, I'm like, right, let's plan ahead for the week's meals. Let's bulk batch a whole bunch of stuff and freeze it all. I did also get a Cricut machine for Christmas, so I will be, making so much stuff with that. It's not funny. I've already made so much stuff. It's fantastic. I do also crochet, however you pronounce it. And I have an abundance of wool and yarn at the moment, so that will be big for this year as well. Gardening I've got on my list, obviously. Maintaining my indoor plants always takes a big chunk of time when I do it. I think the last time I repotted close to 20 plants and it took me about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. But it's a lot of work involved. I've got to take them all outside. I've got to get everything set up, blah, 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 do it all, water them all, leave them all out to dry out a little bit and then bring them all back in. It's a whole process. And finally, the last one is makeup playtime, which I you know, it goes back to that motivation of I want to use makeup and not buy it. So that is my motivations and my plans for this year. If you have any questions or any comments, anything at all, like I mentioned before, any other people that you're following, you know, that are doing no buys this year, please feel free to comment down below. But until then, I will talk to you next time. Bye.